Anything else you want to say to your fans, man?
Man, shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation. You know, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, Earl Spence Jr., my whole name, and just look out for me.
Yes, sir. Let me dig into your brain.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Eddie Hearn, who works with DAZN, he says that Canelo Alvarez, he has 5 opponents to pick from. That's Demetrius Andrade, Caleb Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, Gennady Golovkin, and Dimitri Bivol. Now in DAZN, they want it to be Gennady Golovkin because DAZN, they've promised Golovkin that if he signed with DAZN, he would basically be guaranteed a 3rd fight with Canelo Alvarez. So I truly believe it is going to be Triple G because Canelo, he's already made it clear that he wants no smoke with Demetrius Andrade, the WBO champion. And because he actually struggled against the old faded Sergey Kovalev, there's no way he's going to get in the ring with a young, fresh, undefeated light heavyweight like a Dimitri Bivol. And there's nothing wrong with Canelo avoiding those fighters at that division because he's not a light heavyweight. Or maybe I shouldn't say he's not a light heavyweight. I'll just say that's not the weight class that he normally fights at. So I don't believe he's going to fight Caleb Smith at 168 because once again, if he does that, he would be fighting the best fighter or at least one of the best fighters in the division. And that's not Canelo Alvarez's style. Canelo never goes after the undefeated best fighter in the division, certainly at a higher weight class. If it's anything, the best fighters in the division are always calling out Canelo Alvarez. So that eliminates 3 options. There's only 2 left. It's BJ Saunders and it's Gennady Golovkin. I truly believe Canelo is going to take the Gennady Golovkin fight, mainly because there's so much pressure on him to take that fight, and he would obviously rather get in the ring with someone he knows he can beat as opposed to a Demetrius Andrade, which he actually may lose to. In fact, out of all the middleweights, Demetrius Andrade is the only fighter that I would pick comfortably to beat Canelo Alvarez. And I truly believe that Demetrius Andrade is the one that gives Canelo Alvarez the biggest concerns. Of course, Jamal Charlo does too, but I just feel maybe Andrade has just a little bit of an edge over Jamal Charlo. Don't get me wrong, Jamal Charlo would have a very good chance of beating Canelo as well. I just feel very confident to say that Andrade, out of all of them, would beat Canelo Alvarez decisively. Because you have to remember, when you're fighting against Canelo Alvarez, you're also fighting against the judges. So that means even if you win, if you were to beat Canelo clearly 7 rounds to 3, they're going to most likely give the fight to Canelo. I believe Andrade is the only one that would beat Canelo in such a landslide that even the judges would have a hard time taking it away from Andrade. So that's the reason why I believe it's going to be Golovkin. It could even be Billy Joe Saunders just because Billy Joe Saunders did not put on the best performance this past weekend. You know, last time Danny Jacobs, when he didn't put on his best performance against Darren Yevchenko, I told you guys I wouldn't be surprised if Canelo now decides to fight him, and that's exactly what he did next. He never wanted to fight BJ Saunders. He said he didn't like his style, which we know what that means. He feels that, you know, BJ Saunders been a southpaw like Edeslani Lara. He's a good boxer, would give him problems. Now that's what Canelo said about BJ Saunders when BJ Saunders looked really good against David Lemieux. But coming off this performance, maybe Canelo Alvarez is thinking, you know what, maybe we can go ahead and beat this guy now. He doesn't look as dangerous. Maybe I like his style after all. You feel me? So let's see what happens. But yeah, it's sounding like it's going to most likely be Golovkin. That's what it seems like. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be Golovkin or BJ Saunders. Let's see when we get the announcement. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.